So the question we're looking at under rate. The first question said, a car travels a certain distance in certain time. You should find its rate in kilometer per hour. Okay, we're going to say rate is the same thing as speed, particularly because we have seen the kilometer per hour. And kilometer per hour means kilometer divided by hour. While kilometer is distance, then the hour is the time taken. So we can say speed equals to distance over time. So that's what the question says. Though it's not clear, but this is the question here. So let us look at these parameters. The rate you're looking for is the speed. So rate now equal to distance over time. The rate, the distance is 126 kilometer, 126 kilometer. So I'm going to put it here as 126. Then the time given is 1.5 hour. This is the time. Time is 1.5 hour, which is the same thing as 1.5 hour, or let me just say 1.5. So this is hour, this is kilometer. So our unit is going to be in kilometer per hour. Okay, how do we do this even without a calculator? Let me just show you what you're supposed to do. We're going to have 126 divided by 1.5, which the unit is kilometer per hour. So 1.5 is 3 over 2. That means 126 divided by 3 over 2, because 3 over 2 will give me 1.5 or 1.5, still in kilometer per hour. Then we have to change this to multiplication. That is something we have done before. Then we have 126 times 2 over 3 in kilometer per hour. So the 2 has gone up, the 3 has come down. Let us try to divide. 3 here is 1, 3 in 12 is 4, and 3 here is 2. So what we have left is 42 times 2 in kilometer per hour. Finally, 42 times 2 is 84 kilometer per hour. And this is your final answer to this question 1. Okay, before you write anything down, okay, unmute yourself and just let me know if you understand that. Then you mute yourself back. Do you understand that?
Yes. So,
You understand
how
it
did
all?
you?
Or I should, okay, ask a
I just
question,
want to
yes.
ask you a question.
Okay.
How did you get 3/2?
Okay, fine. But you know this is the time given, right?
Yes, sir.
1.5 to improper fraction. We're going to multiply this and this, okay? So that will be 2 times 1. Then you add the number at the numerator plus 1. Then over this. So what is 2 times 1? That's 2 plus 1 over 2. So what is 2 plus 1? That's 3 over 2. So this is how to convert from mixed number to improper fraction. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
This is mixed number. Then I changed it to what? Improper fraction, okay?
Yes,
So did you understand every of the remaining steps? But when you are writing for your teacher, you don't need to write all of this, okay? But you can write it in your notes just for you to remember how you arrive at 3 over 2. Is that clear?
yes.
Because it's this one that become this through this process. Okay, so you can mute yourself back while we look at the second question. Now let me try to move the second question to the next page. so that we can look at the solution. This one says an athlete runs 90 meters in 10 seconds. Find the rate in meters per minute. Okay, look at this. This is a tricky one because it's saying per minute and we've been given time in seconds. So you have to pay attention to this. Now, again, we are looking for rate, and the rate is also speed. But this time around, our speed, which is the same thing, the same formula as distance over time. Distance over time. Then we have the distance given is 90 meters. 90 meters. But the time given is 10 seconds. Please follow this. Please make sure you are listening. It's 10 seconds. But let me write that seconds in another color so that you can know it's the unit. 90 meter over 10 seconds. But it says we should find it in per minute, not per seconds. So this is meter per seconds. Okay. Then I have to change this to minutes. How can I change 10 seconds into minutes? Definitely, um, hold on, please. Excuse me a little while. I believe you can hear me now. So I'm trying to change this 10 seconds to minutes. If it is 60 seconds I have, that would have given me 1 minute. So definitely, this is 10 seconds, which is less than 60. I will not be able to get 1 minute. If it's 30 seconds, I'll get zero point 0.5 minutes. So this is smaller. This 10 is very small. So I want you to picture to get your mind ready for a smaller figure at the bottom there. So now, what I want to do is to convert 10 seconds into minute. If it's 120 seconds, I would say it's 2 minutes because 60 seconds is 1 minute. But this is going to become 90 meters over in minutes. This is going to be 10 divided by 60 in minutes. So this is meter per minute now. So how will I now carry out this whole stuff? That is the next thing. Because the question says if it's not meter per minute, you will just divide and say 90 divided by 10, and that will be 9. Is that clear? Okay, good, good. So what we have to do now is to say 90 meters divided by 10 over 60 minutes. Then 0 can cancel 0. So we have 90 meters divided by 1 over 6 minutes because this is just less than a minute. So this is 90 meters times 6 over 1 in minutes. Then this will be, what is 9 times 6? That is 54. Then you put this 0. That is 90 times 6. That is 540 meters per minute because it says meters per minute. So that is why we have changed it. Otherwise, we would have said rate equal to 90 meters over 10 seconds. Then 0 cancels 0. 9 over 1 is 9 meters per second. But this is not correct. Is that clear? This is not correct. So, hold on. So, to the third question, it says a football player scores 40 goals in 60 games. That you should find his rate in scoring goals per game. That is number of goals divided by number of games. Had it been he had scored 60 goals in 60 games, then we will say he probably had 1 goal per game. Okay? Is that clear? So we'll say he probably has what? 1 goal per game. But this time around, no. He has 40 goals in 60 games. with that, so the rate will be, please make sure you are listening and make sure you're following this. The rate will be the 40 goals over the 60 games. Then this will be 4 over 6 goals per game. Or we can reduce it and say this is 2 over 3 goals per game. So it's advisable to leave this in a fraction this way. If you convert it, so that means it doesn't have one goal per game. It doesn't have up to one goal per game. To convert it, that should give you zero point 0.7 or 0.667 or something. So, but you can leave it as this, or you say 0.67 or zero point 0.7 approximately per game. Then the number four, let's look at number four also. Even if the question did not say you should do number four, the instruction did not say that. Number four says a car factory made 375 cars in 5 days. So we say 375 cars in 5 days. So it says find its production rate per day. That is, let us assume they work at the same rate per day. This is going to be the number of cars divided by the number of days. And here we can divide it and say, how many 5 is in 375? 5 in 37 is 7, remainder 2, which is 35. 5 in 25 is 5, then 5 there is 1. So that is 75 cars per day. 75 cars per day. So you can put down this page. Then we move on to uh, direct and inverse proportion. So, looking at this topic, it says direct and inverse proportion. Okay. Let's take, for example, how do we know direct and how do we know inverse? Please take note of this. We can never talk about proportion without having two quantities. Take note. Without having what? Two quantities. So, quantity A and quantity B, okay? Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if we're comparing two quantities, that is when we talk about proportion. The portion of each one in the totality of it or something like that. Now, talking about direct, if one quantity go up and the other one also go up, your video is not there. Let me know if you're hearing me. Quantity A under direct, it is direct when A goes up and B also go up. Are you hearing me? Or can you hear me? Let me know if you are hearing me. Hello, can you hear me? Or maybe she's having network issue. I'll be tough for another.